We are following breaking news. Reds legend Pete Rose has been removed from Major League Baseball's permanently ineligible list. This has just happened a short time ago. Sports anchor Caleb No joining me in studio. Caleb, we sort of knew this would happen after Pete Rose's death, but boy, it still feels incredible. The long time coming for this one. Yeah,
it's been 3.5 decades coming, right? It's one of the biggest Cincinnati sports stories ever. Period. Something baseball fans everywhere have pleaded for a long, long time. Now, with that said, I think Marty Brenneman, who you spoke to, Tanya, earlier, did a good job of putting it in perspective on the other side of things, that there's an element of sadness with this, too, that Pete is no longer alive to experience as something that he wanted. Like, make no mistake, Pete wanted to be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt about it. Now, important to note the intricacy of this. It does not mean Pete Rose is suddenly in the Hall of Fame. This opens the door. It swings it wide open for that to happen. But the vote, the election will still have to happen at some point. Now, in this case, that vote is likely nothing more than a formality. The Hall of Fame made it clear in a statement today that a vote could happen in December of 2027. We do have a statement from the Hall of Fame. We will pull that up on your screen. The statement reads, in part, Major League Baseball's decision to remove deceased individuals from the permanently ineligible list will allow for the Hall of Fame candidacy of such individuals to now be considered. So, I mean, that's as black and white as it gets. Pete Rose can now be considered for that honor, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The details and logistics will be figured out at a later time, but the biggest hurdle is out of the way, and it happens on 513 Day, May 13th, also one day before Pete Rose night at the ballpark. Tanya.
Caleb, I just want to tell you, we just got a statement from the Reds. They say they're thankful for that Pete is one of the greatest players in baseball history, and Reds country will continue to celebrate him as we always have. But was this surprising to you in any way?
Well, look, I think you'll agree with me on this. The skeptical and the cynical side of me, which felt like it'll never happen. That side of me is surprised, but I've done a lot of looking into the purpose behind baseball's ineligible list, and the primary purpose is to make sure that that individual can no longer impact the game personally. Now, the writing in the papers signed by Pete decades ago reads permanent as opposed to lifetime, so that's why it extended past his death. But the reality is, based on the purpose of the ineligible list, look, Pete can no longer do anything to personally impact the game, so why not take him off of it? And that's what happened, and that's why Pete will now be, I would say, more than strongly considered for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Tanya.
All right, thanks so much, Caleb. We want to get out to Marshall Kramsky. He is live at Great American Ballpark. Marshall, have you been able to talk to anyone out there?
Tanya, I've spoken to dozens of fans out here. There's a buzz. It's almost like the fans knew. As soon as we parked here, multiple people wearing number 14 jerseys. Yes, a lot has to do with Pete Rose night at Great American Ballpark happening tomorrow. But everyone, hey, you heard the news, Pete, he's off the ban list. He's got a chance to go to Cooperstown. It's an absolute buzz. I don't have any other better word to use it here, because everyone I've spoken to who knows the news is excited. The controversy around Pete Rose, no one's even talking about it right now. They've all said to me that it's a deserved honor that should have happened 10 years ago. One woman I got to break the news to, and she was elated, saying, "You're not kidding, are you?" And no, I'm not kidding. As one fan, I'll share right now who I spoke with, just so excited. Pete Rose off the banned list.
Finally. I mean, he should never be on the ban list, in my personal opinion, in the first place. But I mean, it had to happen sooner or later. So it's just super exciting, really. It's awesome.
So from this, Pete Rose is off the ban list. He's not in Cooperstown in the Hall of Fame yet. He still has to go through the process and get inducted into Cooperstown. But the hit king, I don't see how anyone will keep him off that list of finding his place in the Hall of Fame. And then Charlie Hustle will slide headfirst into Cooperstown. Live at Great American Ballpark, Marshall Kramsky, WCPO 9 Sports.